What's up guys, Rico here. So how do you find the best option trade to always guarantee a return on your money? Well, it's a profit, good enough return on your money. So let's not take much time and let's just dive into it. I'm going to pick for this video specifically Apple. So let's say I look at Apple and I say, okay, Apple, the highest point where it was, and now it's trading much lower than where it were. Okay, now I'm gonna pick this one. So here's what I'm going to do. All right, so here I've got my Thinkorswim pulled up here, and I already have Apple open, and this is my chart for the daily chart pretty much. And as you can see, I can see already because I picked Apple. The highest point that Apple has ever been was 145, and right now, as of today, it's actually trading around 125. So I know it's already reached that point. It already tested that level. If most of the stocks, especially companies that are super stable like Apple, if it's already tested before that highest level, you best believe that it's going to test that level again. And if it doesn't only test that level, it's probably going to even break that level and go even higher. But at least, even if it doesn't break that level, you know it's going to test that level again. So if you're buying, this is where you pick your strike price if you're buying out of the money, because you know, okay, run at 125. So if I'm buying a strike price that's out of the money, 145 will be something that you can look at, because that can put you in the money when the stock get to that point. But now, how do you know how long it's going to take before we get there? So here's what to do. So let's say now I want to find the difference between 145 and 125. That's easy math right there. It's only 20 points. So to go from 125 to 145, there's a 20-point difference. So how do I figure that out? I come here. This is my option chain, by the way. And with the current implied volatility, let's say we close this one, I come and look here. So everything that I see on this side, it tells me by how many points Apple can either go up or down on a specific expiration date. But remember, we said the difference was 20 points. So I'm starting looking, okay, where is 20 point here? Where's the probability of Apple to go up by 20 or to go down by 20? So this is 18, and then the next one is what? 22 points. So plus minus 22 points. This is, if I go all the way here and I realize it's what? The expiration date is June 2021. So basically, this is telling me that by June 2021, Apple has the possibility to go plus 22 points or minus 22 points. So I'm gonna pick June. This is where I want my expiration date to be. It doesn't mean I have to hold it for that long, but this is where I just put my expiration date. First of all, I open this option chain. But now, how do you know it's going to go up by 22 points? What if it goes down by 22 points? Because it says here the probability, it's plus minus 22 points. So because 22 is within that 20 range that we need. Here's how I know that my probability of going up. You see, the stock was already sold off and it's already reaching, you see, it already reached this support level, which this one is a 150 moving average. It already bounced back on this one. It kind of went up and you can see it's pulling back. We are already at the bottom. It already reached the support level. So the probability for Apple to go lower 22 points, it's much more less than the probability of Apple reversing and go up 22 points. This probability is much greater than that one. So when I look at this and I'm thinking by June 2021, I actually do think it's going to go up higher than lower, because it already is at the bottom. And now we already found the expiration date. We already know how many points it takes to get there. And we already know the strike price because we picked 145 and we knew where it was. And when you come down here, bam, it's $330. You know, to be specific, it's 320. It's actually 325. That's how you find the best, because this is a plan. Because you know already, first of all, you have more than enough time that you don't have to deal with time decay. And you have the probability for Apple to actually, your option to end up in the money, or to at least get close to that, because this is a level that is not impossible for this stock to reach, because it has been there before and it will test that level again. This is how you find, this is how you make a plan. One thing I can tell, I understand you're probably going to think, okay, June is way too far. I can't wait that long. I just want to make money quickly. Just ask yourself this question. How many times have you been trying to make money so fast or so quick? You're trying to find expiration that expire in 2-3 days, weeklies. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on weeklies. Anyway, if you do ask yourself that question, how many times have you tried? Sometimes you may make money, and then you lose it, and then you make money again, and then you lose it, and then by the time you realize it, 3 or 4 months have gone by, you haven't really been profitable. It happens. How many of you out there have felt that way before? It's because the only way you think you've been making money, you don't actually have a plan. You pretty much kind of gambling, because you just buy something because you think it's cheap enough, and you just hold on to dear God to make it so you can make money somehow. You get lucky, you make money, but you're not always going to get lucky. So if you do this, it will guarantee for you to be able to always be profitable on your trade. Now, if you were to go ahead and do this on Robinhood, this is one way you can find out. All right, let's say you are on Robinhood right now and you look at this and you're like, okay, how do I know the highest level that Apple's ever been? So let's go back to 3 months. Now we know that, okay, Apple was lower back here, and then it went up, and then now it's down. So now what you do is, on your Robinhood, you just go back to where it used to be exactly the same level. So you know it used to be $122 back on December 2nd, somewhere around. So at the beginning of December, and from December all the way to January 26th, that was, according to Robinhood, you're showing 143. But you see, like I said, it doesn't really have much data. It's 145, but okay. And it took basically about 2 months, 2 full months basically, for Apple to be able to go from that level all the way to this level. Oh, and by the way, before I continue right here, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you get video just like this one every single time we post it. So let's keep going. So you can see that. But even if you don't do that, you can come back down here to the statistics, and if you just look on the left side, you have open, you have high, you have low, and then 52-week high. It will tell you exactly what was the highest point. You can see it says 145. That's exactly the highest point it's ever been. And now you know that it took 2 months to go from here all the way there. Now you can guess, since we are back to these levels again, now you can guess, because you don't have enough data, you can say, okay, now we are in March, so 2 months will be somewhere around May, right? It's not June, but it's May. But you give you some time. But to be safe, what I would do is everything that you would guess on Robinhood, you do plus 1 month. So if you know, okay, according to Robinhood, to be safe, it says it took 2 months to get to this level. I think my expiration date, I'm gonna add an extra month, so I'm gonna make it 3 months ahead. That's kind of how you can pinpoint, because Robinhood does not have this much information as you can gather on TD Ameritrade to be able to figure out what to do. And if you were to do a put option to buy the other way around to make profit, with put option trade, you're technically going to do the opposite of what I just showed you. Everything I just showed you, just go around. If it was higher, look at the lowest point, and then you literally go through the same thing, and then you just do the opposite. So I hope this video was very, very helpful for you. This is how you make a plan. This is how you can always make money, and you don't have to keep the option until expiration, because most likely a month later or a few weeks later, Apple can go up to like 135. If you don't want to wait that long, you probably will be already making some money. You can sell it. It basically depends on you. Hey, anyway, I am just some guy on YouTube. You know, it could be just a rambling of a madman. Nobody knows. I'm just talking and talking and talking into this YouTube thing. Anyway, it's not a financial advice. This is purely my personal opinion. I hope this video was very much valuable to you, and you're gonna leave us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next video.